Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Stuart, Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot, and in this video, I want to share with you a little gem that we picked up. We got this Heathkit DX-60B, even complete with the original instructions on how to put it together. Yes, these old ham radios, I think these date back to the 60s sometime. I think 1960 and 1975 is when they were in circulation. But believe it or not, amateur radios, amateur radio operators, long before my time, and I've been doing this for 35 years, long before my time, we used to build our own equipment. And you would buy this Heathkit DX-60B as a kit, and in this book here, all the instructions on how to put it together and basically assemble it. Right, wiring diagrams and everything. It's pretty cool. So here's the original instructions. Cost $2 for the model DX-60B. So here's all the things you can do with it. Here's all the parts, how to solder, parts pictorial, wiring diagrams, everything. If I scroll through here, some scribbles. Guy was actually doing it, put it together because he checked off all the boxes here. All the instructions you need to put this thing together and how to test it with a light bulb. My lovely wife, Missy, found this at one of the auction houses in Moncton. I think she paid like 20 bucks for it. Even this current one doesn't work the way it is right now. I'm gonna have to do some work on it and see if I can fix it up. I don't know if I'll be successful at, but we're gonna give it the old college try. Even if it doesn't, I can't get it to work, it'll still look good on the shelf with all the old radio gear that I have. So let me give you a quick walkthrough to the best of my knowledge on this. Again, I am not an expert on this kind of stuff. I just like collecting old radios. And let me see if I can, if I can properly give this the justice it deserves. A little bit of amateur radio history right here, folks. Maybe not the early days of amateur radio, but dates back a long time. 60 years at least. Here's the Heathkit DX-60B. So we got a meter here that we can look at our grid and our plate voltages and amperage right here. We got a microphone jack, a power switch, a function switch with tune, standby. Now this is only AM and CW. Different adjustment for your drive levels and your grid levels, or your tune and your levels. Your crystals, we'll get into crystals in a second, and your band 80, 40, 20, 15, and 10. No warp bands on this baby. Your adjustment for the loading and the tuning of your finals, tuning there. And remember, amateurs used to put this stuff together. Like they used to build these things. They buy it as a kit and put it together, right? So no, not like this good old 891 here, where you just plug it in and operate. No, you had to build this stuff back in the day. By the way, we'll do a little bit more on this SB400 later in another video. Back of the radio here, we have our standard AC plug, 2-prong AC plug. We have our power here. This here is a low pass filter. We got a series of other coils and capacitors here. We have crystals here. We have 4 crystal spots. And that's how we used to change our frequencies back in the day. We'd plug in a crystal like this one. This is a Texas Crystals 880 kilocycle crystal. And you would plug in your crystals here. Back in the day, when you wanted to change from 80 to 20, you would change the crystal or change the location to the 20 meter crystal. And that's how you change frequencies. You have an input for an external VFO, a tube plug here. That's the back of the radio here. This radio does 80, 40, 20, 15, and 10, AM and CW only. And let me get the specs here for the power. So back in the day, novices were limited to 75 watts and they had to adjust their current in order to get 75 watts out. They had to adjust the final amplifier for 100 milliamps. That's how we did it back in the day, or that's how they did it back in the day. I won't say we. Yeah, so this radio, 90 watts CW and AM output. So like a modern day 100 watt radio, pretty close. Weighed 23 pounds, ran on 110 or 240 volts. One other thing about this radio, I think I may have called it a transceiver in the early part of the video, but it's actually not even a receiver. It has no receive capability whatsoever to it. It's just a transmitter. So you would have to pair this with a separate receiver. So this piece here would be transmitting. This here would transmit, and you would have next to it another receiver, like a HR10, something like that, next to it. So I was wondering, there is no jack for a speaker or anything like that. So This is just the transmitter. So there you go. Learn something new every day with these babies, don't you? This transmitter here was ideal for the general and the novice in the US. I don't think they have novice licenses anymore in the US. I remember somebody talking about that on one of my courses here in Canada, that there were still a few people that had novices licenses, but they don't give them out. I think it's just technician general now. So the novice license, I think, is... So there you have it, folks. A quick introduction of my new toy, the Heathkit DX-60B. 20 bucks we paid for that at the auction here in Moncton. 7 3s, and we'll talk to you all in the next video. I'm Stuart, Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot. Hope you guys like the videos that I make. I really enjoy making them, so I hope you like watching them. See y'all later.